What's up, guys? So forgot to record today. Got a lot going on. Helping out Andrew. Got a bunch of cars to work on. We already got a few knocked down, but I kind of got into the groove of it. But we're gonna finish the rest of these cars up, and I'll try to take you along for the ride. See, Andrew's over there. Working on his car. Working on that car for like 20 minutes already. Oh my goodness. So we got this red one. Okay. Let's see. It's this little guy right there. There you go. So it's gonna be kind of fast today. It's gonna be running through them. So here is the dent. I'll put on this other. Nothing crazy. Tool choice. Door tool, 90-degree ratchet. Brace tool with like a 45-degree. Has a smooth end on it. And of course, long, well-tailed, very malleable. We can see which one fits best. We got our winner. The brace tool gets right to this dent. Don't have a tripod, so you're just gonna see before and after, especially since we got a lot of cars to knock out in a very little time. Oh, groovy. Super clean, came out nice. Next one, baby. Dingaroo. See what's on the other side, nothing. Clean as a whistle. There we go. Boom. Little dent with scratch through it. Right here. Same thing, these tools, same tools I grabbed from the last car. I would say 90% of the time, it works every time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
No, I'm just playing. 90% of the time, I'm actually only using most of just these tools. Except for probably one more for 90% of the dents I use. I have my whole toolbox that I don't really use all the tools, but most dents, especially here on like a wholesale lot, kind of just trying to rip and run through them. Yeah, I'm not trying to get them 100% perfect, especially the used cars. Trying to just get them good enough so they can sell. That's pretty much it. But like I said, this one we're gonna get done. All right, so for this dent, the choice is whale tail right on the brace right here. So I got it in there. See, yeah, I got it in there. It's kind of poking out a little bit. Yeah, just gonna knock that out. And just like that, we're done. The scratch is making the dent, making it look like there's a dent, but it's not. It's just the scratch pulling the paint in, but it's flat. But, well, there you go. Now you want to work, huh? Whatever. Done. Got another one. Let's see. Boom. And guess what we're gonna do? Everyone's favorite thing to do. We're gonna drill a hole. Yeah! You know why? I don't care. Actually, no. It's because this is wholesale stuff. We're not taking stuff apart. We're just trying to get a good. No one would ever know that dent is there. Or I mean, that hole was there, unless you knew it. Look at that. See? Oh, don't tell me you're braced up. We're good, eh? Let's do it. Another one good to go. I know a lot of people don't like drilling. Honestly, it doesn't diminish the value. Put a plug here. Not gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. It won't rust or anything like that, especially here in California. So it's all gravy. Got another one, Tesla. Rear door. Popped a hole. If I would have went through here, I probably could have, but this is better access. I tried going through the window, but there's a brace that runs right here, so I can't get to the top of the dent. So this way is the best because I can go underneath and get right to it. All right, see? Boom, got it. Looks good. All right, boys and girls, got another one here. Another dingaroo. And there's this one right there. Knock this out on this expedition. All right, got this one all finished up. And this one too. Came out real nice with a little scratch right there. Next one. All right, got these little ones right here. Boom, on this Subaru EV. Got it all finished up. All right, I forgot to record this last car, but was this charger here. Had a little dinger on the door. We're all finished with this lot. Gotta head to the next one and get it done. Working on this right now. It's on a really nice E92 M Thistle. But yeah, it's got a few little dents on the pillar. See if we can get these out. Only worried about this one because it's pretty sharp. But we'll see what we can do. So I was able to get this one, just this little bit right here. It's just too sharp. Wasn't able to get it out, but regardless, he was still happy. And then I worked on this car. Forgot to film it. It's an E36 M Thistle. But yeah, came out pretty nice. These are my top 10 tools that I use every single day while I'm working, and I wanted to share them with you. My first tool that I would consider my everyday use would be this light board. I forget the brand it is, but I'll look it up. I think it's the Ultra Dent light board. I really like it. I've had it for a few years now. It has a 3 light bar, works really good. This is just, I gotta fix this lens, but I've had it for 3 years. I really like it. I use it every single day. I used to use a reflector board, but I've gotten so used to using this now, especially when it's like either it's in dark lighting or even in the sun. I'm able to manipulate the way I have my board placement, so I'm able to get a good view of the dent. My second most used tools that I use is this VIP knockdown. I really like it a lot. I actually taped up the grip here because it was sliding around every time I hit it, so now it doesn't do that anymore. But I've had this about 3 years too. I used to have a different one. Actually, I used to have a different light board as well, but it got stolen when my truck was broken into. I had the same exact tool. I had to buy it again, but this is a R4 cherry tip. I use it as a knockdown, and sometimes I use it as a tip on one of my tools, on my Ultra Dent tool. But here it is right here, R4 cherry tip. The only thing with this one, I really like it. The only thing with this tip is since it's rubber, it'll wear through, especially if you're doing a lot of blending work, if you're doing some really hard knockdown work. It's really nice though. But I bought a bag of the cherry tips. It was like, I think it's 100 of them or so, for like 10 bucks. I forget which website I bought it on. But yeah, that's my second, no, this is my second, third favorite tool. And then this little rinky dink hammer that I get made fun of, but hey man, it does the job. I used to have a really nice hammer. I actually had 2 really nice hammers. The first one was a wood handle with it had a rubber knockdown. On the other side, I think it was plastic. Really nice. It broke. Then a friend gifted me another hammer that was really nice. It was like a fiberglass handle and 2 rubber ends. One was hard rubber, the other one was a soft rubber tip. That got stolen when my truck got broken into. So funny, the bag I had it in a bag very similar to this. They stole all my power tools, my glue gun, and all that stuff, but they didn't take any of my rods, which I'm really grateful for, because that would have really sucked. But I kind of had to re-up. So this tool that I bought, I actually bought it on Amazon, along with this knockdown, not the R4, this one, but just this. It came with some different tips that I don't use, but I mean, I think I paid for the combo was like 20 bucks. And hey man, it's not the tool, it's the user, because 3 years this thing has made me thousands of dollars. Right, this right here, this Ultra Grip, I think it's forget the brand of it, but this umbrella was probably one of the best investments. Here you go, get a grip. One of the best investments I've ever made. And I was able to get it on discount because a friend of mine went to a dent meetup and they were selling them there for $200 with umbrella with the swivel suction. This has made a huge difference because I am mobile. I don't have a shop and I mainly just work out of my car. And it's made the biggest difference in the world because, as you guys know, in the sun, it gets pretty hot. And especially in California, we have about 11 months of sunshine, and when it's warm, it's really warm. Especially when you're doing wholesale work and you're on a lot with a bunch of cars, it gets super toasty. So this was the best investment, especially, and then as well as when you're doing retail work, it's so nice so that you're not burning up. You can work in someone's driveway or parking lot or whatever it may be, and not have that sun beating down on your neck and just getting really hot and frustrated. This really gives you a ton of shade and helps you stay cool too. Now getting to the tools, I have this gun case that I bought from Bass Pro Shop. This is my second one that I had. The other one I had was aluminum. That one lasted me about 5 years, but sliding it in and out of my truck, the hinges ended up breaking off. So this one's a little bit more, it's a lot more sturdy. It's a lot better. I like it a lot more, and I haven't had any issues with this. I've had this for 2 years now, and yeah, it works better, and it has more room. I took out all the foam inside because I didn't need all that foam stuff. I'm able to close up my tools and take it out, and the cool thing is I'm able to unload all my tools super easily. So, okay, this is my favorite tool right here. I will link it, or I will find the brand. I forget what brand this is, but this is my day one tool. I've had this tool when I started doing PDR. It's my favorite door tool. If you're just coming down, for example, through the door, and you just want to get in here and do a couple little dents through the window, it's perfect. It's ratcheting, so I can change. See, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but I can change the position of the handle to whatever way I feel more comfortable doing. Like I said, this is my favorite tool. I love this tool. So this one I use almost on a daily basis when I'm just doing door dings. Second favorite tool that I have is this brace tool. It's with a 45 degree. It has it's almost like a hockey stick. It's very thin. Same thing, had this one since day one. I use one of my most used tools. I use this all the time. I would say this is a really good tool, especially when you're trying to get down. And same thing, into door. You know, just when you're trying to get into a brace, you can kind of sneak into a brace pretty easily because of this small tip, the thin tip. You can get in there really easily. My other favorite tool that I love to use is double bend ultra dent tool. I forget what size this is. It might be 30 inches, but this is super sturdy. I used to have, actually no, I have another tool in here that I used to use a lot, but ever since I got this has became one of my staple tools that I take with me everywhere. It's really nice because it's super sturdy. It doesn't bend or flex or anything like that, and so when you need to get solid pushes, it's perfect. And the tip I have on it is this ultra dent tip. Oh no, it's either Stucky, I forget. I'll have to find it, but it's almost like a bullet head. It's great because since it's kind of round on the sides, I'm able to have nice broad pushes, but then when I need to get kind of sharp, this has a really nice sharp point, and I'm able to get really good pushes. So this tool, since it has a removable head, I sometimes, when I need to make even more broader pushes or soft pushes so I don't have to tape up my tip, I'll use the R4 cherry tip on the head. So I'll screw this on here, and the threads are exactly the same, which is great. So the threads that are on here are perfect. The threads that are on here are not the same, but since this is aluminum, and you can kind of see in there. Let's see if I can get to focus better. Yeah, I kind of forced this tip onto here, so it cut through. Since it was aluminum, it's easier to get through. But yeah, I'll use this, like if I need to get, let's say I'm going in through a towel light or something, and it's not sharp, but you know, I need to gather up some metal pretty quickly and clean. I'll use this to move it, or wherever it may be. It doesn't have to be quarter pound hood, whatever my situation is. I like to use this a lot. And since the same thing, these tips, you can, like this one I'm gonna need to replace soon. It's so easy, it just pops right off, and I put the other tip from that bag that I have. So yeah, I love this tool. The next tool that I like to use is this double bend with a sharp tip tool. I was mostly using this for fenders. I would tape up my tip, and I use this for fenders to push because it's really sturdy. It has very little flex to it. But then a friend of mine, he said, hey man, you should try using this on a door. And I'm like, what? It's like going through the window. So if you need to get something like kind of a sharper dent, or you need to move like something a little bit lower, because it's, you know, how it is when you're trying to get a dent that's farther down and you don't have good access either through the wire loom or wherever. If you're just trying to go through the window, not take everything apart, you can get a tool that has a lot of bend or flex to it. This one does not have it at all. The only thing I wish, which I probably will eventually, but the thing is I'm so stubborn about buying tools because the ones that I have, I know how to work with them really well. But I would love to get the same exact tool but with a ratcheting handle, just because this handle sometimes after a while, if I'm like really cranking down on a dent, trying to get it to move, or just, you know, working on a dent, this handle, the way that it's positioned, my arm gets fatigued very easily. So that's the only thing. But once again, this is my one of my favorite tools that I'll use almost every day. And then let's see, this here is another tool that I love. It is a super long weld tool. It's really thin. It's really thin, and for obvious reasons. Why do I love it? Well, because I can get into braces and it's super easy to bend this tip. You know, I use it on my foot, bend it, I'll go in, I'm able to get the right shape, get right in and slide right past those braces and knock out those dents on doors, or even on hoods too. Mostly doors though, mostly doors. But yeah, that is pretty much my top 10 tools that I use every day that I cannot go without. Obviously, I have my window guard that I use, super cheap. Honestly, I bought a roll of plastic from Tap Plastics and I just cut it out. I didn't feel the need to buy a window guard. This one's been lasting me for the last 3 to 4 years. It works perfectly fine. I also have my glue kit that I love. I use Varelby one, works perfectly fine, great. And then I have the mini robo lifter that I love to use. And then I use, I just switched. I was using hog glue for the last, I don't know, 5 years. This glue is legit, man. This is legit glue. I love this glue. But come to find out, actually, the last one I ordered, you can buy it on Amazon, which is amazing. So I don't have to wait like 4 or 5 days or even a week to get it from like Anson. I usually mostly order my glue stuff from Anson PDR. But I ended up buying this stuff on Amazon, Tab Weld. I've heard really good reviews from it, so I'm curious to try it and see if it works. I think it was like 20 bucks. But yeah, so mini RoboLift, alcohol. I was using denatured alcohol for the longest time because it works, for me, it works the best getting glue residue or just glue off easily. But apparently in California, they banned it, so you can't really get it. You used to be able to go to Home Depot and buy it, but now you can't, so oh well. But I was able to buy it on Amazon, which was pretty cool. But it's like $20, where I forget how much this is. The 90% one or 91% is the best one. Anything less, it makes it hard to take off. Like let's say the glue sticks to the panel, it makes it hard to take off. And then of course I have all my glue stuff in here, which is I use the Kiko ice tabs and some other miscellaneous ones. Again, I had to buy a whole new glue kit when my truck was broken into and got everything stolen. But this glue gun, I think it was $20. I mean, the most expensive thing is the battery. So I think I got these batteries on Black Friday, so it was like $100 for these 4-amp batteries. I got 2 of them and a charger too, so it was really cool deal. But yeah, those are it for the most part. Hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video from yesterday. If you want to see more or hear more, or what more tools I like to use every day, or just tools in general, or just PDR in general, please comment and like and subscribe and let me know in the comments.